Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it.
It's week 7 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the 49ers and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Pushing his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Check go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. This is caught. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And his task in this situation, is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. 3rd and 2.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fielded just inside the 20.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
The Niners offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle.
Look at the big man rumble.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the second quarter. Matthew Stafford